Tonight, extremely harsh punishment for a high-ranking member of the Muncie Fire Department. The longtime fire captain has now been stripped of his certifications to be a firefighter. That decision comes following a cheating scandal that was exposed by 13 Investigates. Our senior investigative reporter Bob Siegel broke this story, and tonight he explains why this scandal is bigger than the Muncie Fire Department thought and why the state of Indiana imposed the harshest penalty possible.
Signify by saying aye.
Aye. Tuesday afternoon, this state board voted overwhelmingly to do something very unusual. It permanently revoked all certifications for a longtime firefighter, essentially prohibiting him from serving as a firefighter in the state of Indiana. The penalty is for Captain Troy Dulaney, a 19-year veteran of the Muncie Fire Department. He's accused of coordinating an elaborate cheating scheme involving other members of the department. The Indiana Department of Homeland Security and 13 Investigates received anonymous tips that Dulaney provided hundreds of test questions and answers to his colleagues before they took their EMS and firefighter certification exams, and then pressured new recruits to provide him with more questions and answers once they took their tests. The state EMS office already revoked Dulaney's certifications to be an EMT for at least 7 years. Now, the Firefighting Standards Board also revoked his firefighter certifications for life.
It just helps ensure the integrity of the fire service and EMS service. It's important to do our training the right way.
Why did the board give the most serious punishment possible?
It became evident that this was not a 2023 isolated incident. This went back to 2018.
State investigators told board members that cheating in Muncie has been going on for years, citing evidence they collected dating back as far as 2018, with all that evidence linked back to Dulaney. This spring, after 13 Investigates broke news of the cheating, state investigators discovered an entire class of Muncie firefighters had received questions and answers for their upcoming state exam on rope rescues. Listen what happened next.
So before the actual exam took place, IDHS personnel changed up the test and the questions. And this is what's really concerning, is that every single student flunked. So this is very strongly suggests that students were relying on memorizing the questions that were given to them. And he was essentially telling students in text messages that just memorize these questions.
Have you ever seen a case anything like this?
No.
Board member Pedro Caceres says he and other board members took extreme action to protect the public's trust in first responders.
He violated that trust, and that's the foundation to public service. It clearly sends a message that we are not here for ourselves, but for those who we serve, to make a positive difference in the community.
Now, at today's hearing, the Department of Homeland Security told us that Dulaney's actions literally risked the lives of Muncie residents and his fellow firefighters. The city of Muncie has been waiting to make a decision on whether to fire Dulaney based on what the state board decided today. Captain Dulaney hasn't responded to our request for an interview. He has 15 days to appeal the state's decision.